I'ma poke your belly.
You better not.
Ooh, I'ma poke it.
I said don't.
Too bad. Here's your poke. Hey friends, this is Dee-man Johnson III. Today we're going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Episode 2. This time we're going to talk about somebody brand new. They're all brand new. Except for this guy, that guy, and this person. Oh, f it, they're half brand new. Alright, new season doesn't mean new me, okay? So let's check out this f***ing guy, Greg. So Greg is a baker. Wait, what? He's unemployed? So Greg is unemployed, but he likes to bake.
I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread.
Oh my God. Did I just get in my hair?
And this is a lesson. If you ever try to do anything that's cool, just don't. Just do it normally, because the moment you try and do something cool, like, look how I can flip this, you automatically do something uncool, like you hit your face with it. I love it. I love it. It's like, oh, I'm on film. I'm so cool. Look at how I can whip this bread. Whoop-ah! Fuck, man. The bread's like, how dare you touch me? I'm going to fight back. Did he just throw that dough back with the other dough? The dough that hit his face with his mouth gaping open and all the hair everywhere. He's not wearing anything to guard his beard, his hair. So we're just gonna get some hairy ass bread. I guess it's fine. It all cooks out.
I got your bread here.
Oh, I love your bread.
Is he manhandling that bread? Well, you've already cooked that bread, so that's not cooking out, you son of a bitch. Oh well, okay. Sorry, I get too distracted by dumbass shit like bread.
People really love this, you know, the slapping. Bank their bread a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Everything we do is just based around food.
As a fat guy, all this food looks so delicious. I want some of that. I want some of that. And then somebody orders pizza also. Oh man, is this pre my 600-pound life?
That used to be like 480 pounds.
Okay, so this is post my 600-pound life. Got it.
My work ethic can be a little laxed sometimes, right?
So he has ADHD and he's lazy. Okay, got it. That's fine. I have ADHD. I am lazy as shit, which is why I'm only covering one person today instead of the entire episode. I like how he's delivering bread to people, and then he brings the bread to this one guy and he's fucking manhandling it, and the guy he's handing the bread to, he doesn't even want to manhandle it. He has a napkin open so he can wrap the bread, and it's like, dude, I'm pretty sure this guy who's literally holding a napkin to have the bread on something doesn't want you just bare paw gripping it. Jesus Christ. I just find that funny. I don't know if anybody else finds shit like this funny. Hey, do you want your bread manhandled or not? If you don't want it manhandled, it's a lot more expensive. Because, you know, I like slapping this bread on my face. I like just grabbing it with both hands. And then you don't want to know what I do in private with those breads. So do you want your bread manhandled or not? So this is his love interest. I don't know her name, and I'll probably know it while editing. She's quite successful, and this guy probably is too. After all, he's a world famous bread baker or some shit. I don't know. He manhandles his bread. That's what he's known for. He's known for the guy. If you want extra boogers on your bread, he's the guy to go to. So this guy's interested in this successful woman in Uganda, though I don't know what that means in the Ugandan culture, you know, compared to like America. Like, I don't know if being successful over there is like, I don't know, being in poverty over here, for example. I'm not gonna look up any of that shit. All I know is that she looks happy, and I guarantee you the moment she comes to America and lives that sweet life of freedom with this guy, she will not be happy anymore. So the reason why they met is really f***ing dumb. He fell asleep on some dude's shoulder, and I guess the dude just was like, yeah, there you go, Greg. Good Greg. This is my pet Greg. He adopted him as a pet because after that, once Greg woke up, and he had to wipe the drool off his shoulder, But the dude was like, hey, you're going to Uganda? And Greg's like, yeah. And the guy's like, let me show you around. And then they meet this girl, and he falls in love with her, and then he doesn't hear back from her for a whole year. But then randomly on social media, he sees her up in his inbox, trying to get in those DMs. I always thought they were called DMs for messages.
The average starter home on Long Island is probably anywhere from $400,000 to $500,000.
Why is he talking about prices of homes? There's no point in this, right?
Hey, Mom.
Oh, he lives with his mom. Does his mom live in the closet also? Are we gonna have the sequel to Closet Mom? Because that was a really weird season. I wonder what Closet Mom's up to. She's probably still living in the closet. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this guy's still living at home, but it's not the mom that's living with him. It's him living with the mom. So if anything, he's the one that's gonna live in the closet, which I guess it makes sense that he was getting all those DMs. Messages, as I said before. Maybe that is what he meant.
Go in his room and scoop everything up that's dirty. I'll have to clean the bathroom upstairs, straighten out his room when he leaves.
The mom says everything she does to take care of her son, and it is a long list. I don't think this guy's getting a fiance. I think he's getting a slave. And I don't even know if I can say that because she's black. He needs a second mommy because he can't his first mom. He tried and his mom was like, hey! I told you only on Fridays. But he doesn't get hard on Fridays. He only gets hard on Mondays. Anyway, so instead of the mom living in the closet or the guy living in the closet, the mom wants them to,
be respectful.
and she wants them not to stay in the same room. So it looks like his fiance will sleep in the closet. Yeah! I knew there had to be a closet person in the season. Just you, me, and the closet, baby. That must be weird, though. Can you imagine just, hey, come on, live with me. And then she goes halfway across the world just for your stinky ass self. And then you can't even stay in the same room. Oh, it's so hilarious. It's kind of sad, too. It's like, dude, you're a grown-ass man. And he even says, hey, I could try and afford a place, but that would be all my money. So you're saying that you can afford a place, you just choose not to, even though you're bringing somebody over here from across the world. What the man? You suck. No, this is the thing. He does not have enough. He says he has enough, but he's lying to us. He does not have enough to move out, because if he did, I don't think he'd be living with his mom under the circumstances that he cannot have sex until marriage.
She's gonna be my wife. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. But the mom's saying this, she doesn't want your stinky to get any action inside of her house until y'all two tie the knot. In which case, she can listen to all sorts of weird monkey sounds y'all make in the other room. But until that moment, she ain't gonna hear no tuna slapping with some hot dogs being thrown into a big old bucket of water. None of that shit. She's gonna sleep in bliss, because y'all can't be doing the 69 spread eagle, blah, blah, blah. 35 years old? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm older than this guy? Do I look that old? Oh man, I'm gonna have my midlife crisis again. Oh shit, I'm already drinking old fashions and started a YouTube channel. What else am I gonna do? Start breaking bread? Having bitches live in my closet? Because Greg isn't a real baker, we get to see some of his other side jobs. In this job, he's plumbing. Oh, great, because that's what I want. Some guy who can never complete projects. Self-admit it. He says he can never complete projects to come by and start a project that has to do with plumbing. Ah, man, I would not be happy. He'd start it and he'd be like, hey, just to let you know, I'll have to come back tomorrow. Oh, why? Because everything's leaking and I f*** everything up and I don't even know how to turn off your water. So he's going down there to try and fix it. So I don't know, man. I don't think I could ever hire him because while he's working, he just says this. Because that's the professionalism you want when somebody's working on your stuff. You want them down on the ground and cursing while you're just standing there like, hey, you're doing a great job. He says The only business he gets is from friends. And yeah, I can see it because me personally, I would hire anybody else. Not this guy at all. The moment he comes up and just starts like cursing and being like, oh, they f***ed it all up, I'd be like, all right, man. It's your time to go.
I know. Got the plumber's crack hanging out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do know what you're saying. So this is the part Greg talks about how successful his fiance is to this lady and saying how she's moving here is more like a step back. So he doesn't feel like she's taking advantage of him at all. So I don't know. Do you think she's using Greg to get to America? Comment down below, say yes or no. Is she using Greg to get to America? What even is her name?
I'm really working on the bakery.
Do you think that you can have that really be your main source of income?
That's a nice way of saying your bread sucks ass. Who actually wants to try his bread though? That shit does look pretty good. He's all naming all sorts of different kinds. It's like, yeah, man, this is my cheddar jalapeno. I'm like, god damn, I love cheddar jalapeno bread, man. Give me a slice, but not the slice that whacked you in the face. And please don't manhandle it before you give me a slice.
I just never really took my life serious, I guess.
He talks about how he never picked a career in life, but you can always have your face bread.
You know, I'm not living in regret, and I feel like I should have took things more serious.
So you're saying that you're living in regret. All right. I mean, it's just Greg. It's fucking Greg, man. Next time on 90 Day Fiancé.
It's really hard.
And she's already not happy and holding great resentment. What a great shit show this season will be. All right, guys, that's Greg. What do we think about Greg? Oh, man. I think he's a fucking nerd. But in a good way. I don't know. I got nothing against him. He's dumb. He shouldn't be bringing anybody over until he gets his life together. He should first work on himself and then, you know, start trying to find somebody else to bring into all this chaos that he calls his life. All right, guys. I'm really sick, so I want to go and, you know, like, just cough, blow my nose 20 million times, not talk. So I'm gonna do that. This is Dee-man Johnson III, and I'm proud of you, and you're doing a great job no matter what, so always keep it up. Disappearing to the floor.
I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread, motherfucker. That's what I said. I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread, motherfucker. That's what I said. I'm baking bread. I'm baking bread.